whoa, hold on. That's not how you do it. You want to grow your biceps, right? Yeah, you don't want to be lifting like that. You could tear your bicep by doing that. Then you'll make no progress at all. Yes, I do know a bit about lifting, and I was noticing it looks like that you need a bit some help lifting because you weren't doing it properly. Would you like me to help you? Great, great. Well, mate, I'm going to teach you the basics about growing big biceps, growing triceps, and growing your shoulders. And lucky for you, all you need is that dumbbell you got there. Do you mind if I just take it from you? Here. I'm going to take off the weights off here because they're a little heavy. Here. How about we try some smaller weights for you? Just two 2-kilogram plates on here like this. Okay. So first things first, the bicep. Now, the bicep, it has two features. One is the height of the bicep, and the other is the thickness of the bicep. Now, there are a few dumbbell exercises you can do that will hit all parts of the bicep. So, for example, if you want to get a tall bicep with a lot of height and that nice peak, you want to lift the dumbbell like this. Watch closely. Up and down. And do you see how my wrist is this way? It's this way. It's not this way. It's not, I don't know, this way. It's straight like this. And you're just going up and down. And it is very important that you want to go all the way up and all the way down so you can stretch the bicep as much as possible. So all the way up and all the way down and all the way up and all the way down like that, and down like that. And you want to aim for about 8 to 12 reps usually. And your sets, you should aim to have at least one set where you train all the way to failure, which is you're doing reps and you're halfway through a rep and you can't complete it fully. So you can't get all the way up here. You might go, get to here and then go down, and that's a failure. But if you're going all the way up, all the way down, you got another rep in you. But if you fail in that rep, that's great. That's what you want to do. Because you need to be training intensely. You need to be training hard. You want to feel that burn. And you want to feel that burn for as long as possible. That's how you're going to grow your biceps. And any other muscle in your body for that matter. Now, if you want to get the thickness of the bicep, I just showed you, instead of lifting it like this, you want to twist your arm and lift like this. This is called a hammer curl. And this will grow the thickness of the bicep, so like this. You see? Now, this is one of my favorite curling bicep exercises I'm about to show you. And it's my favorite because it hits the tall part. You get the nice tall and you get the width. And you're basically twisting your wrist while curling the dumbbell. What I mean. So you start lifting like a hammer curl like I just showed you. So you want to start with like this. And as you get to about halfway or about here, but before, you want to twist your wrist. So you're now in that original bicep exercise position I showed you. And continue the rep up to the top. And as you go back down, you twist again. Now this is a very, very effective bicep exercise. Twist, twist. Here, let me stand a little further back. So like up, hammer curl, twist. Complete the rep. Down, down, twist. Up. What if you go like this? Like this. There. So those are 3 types of bicep curls you can do, but really any of them will suffice. You can pick any of them or do them all, or do a mix. I like to do a mix when I'm doing my sets. So I'll do like 5 reps like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then switch 5 hammer curls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the last 5 like this, for example, to include them all in one set. But you can do however you like. The next muscle, which is just as or more important, I'd say it's more important than the bicep, and that's the tricep, which is this one here. You can see it should be like a horseshoe, but mine isn't the most defined muscle. But to train your tricep with dumbbells, well, you could do push-ups if you don't have dumbbells. Push-ups are a great way of training your triceps, and with push-ups they'll also train your chest, but you can do close-handed push-ups to put more emphasis on the tricep. But I'm going to show you one of my favorite tricep dumbbell exercises, and that is, it's called the skull crusher. Now there's a lot of ways you can do a skull crusher. I usually like to do them laying down, but you don't have to do them laying down, you can do them sitting like this. So you basically take the dumbbell and you bring it behind you like this, and you just press it up like that. Down, up, down, up. It's quite simple, but your shoulder, if you're not used to this exercise, and it might feel a little weird on your shoulder, but there should be no harm done as long as you aren't ego lifting. Like this, like this, like this, like this, just like that. Now let me show you a tricep exercise that some people say you should do, but I'm here to tell you should never do, and that's this exercise. Now why? Because there are a lot of tricep exercises that are simply better than that. For example, push-ups, skull crushers. If you're lucky enough to go to a gym, grab the rope, go down like that with the rope, do the same thing where you grab the rope like that, but we don't have a rope here, so let me show you what it looks like when you're laying down and doing the skull crusher. Okay. It's the same thing as before, basically, really. Like that. It's simple. I much prefer laying down when you do it, because it just feels nicer. There's less pressure on your spine and your shoulder, and therefore you can lift heavier. Simple. Oh. Okay. Now, mate. The shoulders. Now, once again, push-ups are very good for shoulders. Bench press is very good for shoulders. Military press is good for shoulders, but there's a lot of things that are also fantastic for shoulders you can do with dumbbells. And the first exercise I'm going to show you is one of the most important exercises in all of lifting, I think, and that is the lateral raise. And that basically is this, with the weight. Like that. Now, when you're doing a lateral raises, one of the big mistakes beginners make is they do it with a bent arm. So they'll do it like this. You see how my arm is bent? It's kind of like this. Or not as bent, but still bent. Like this. Now, the aim is to get your arms straighter, because the straighter your arms are, the more emphasis your shoulders are gonna have. So you basically just want to go like this. Now it's a little hard, especially for beginners, but I mean, when I was 16, I was doing lateral raises with bags of books. I would do all my exercises with bags of books. Now, this is probably one of the best shoulder exercises you can do, is the shoulder press. And you basically have the weight in this position here, and you just press straight up like that. And down, and up, and down, and up. Now, I think this is relatively straightforward, but you should give it a go. And up. Pretty simple, and once again, 8 to 12 reps is what you want to aim to do, but honestly, it really doesn't matter. The most important thing is intensity. You need to be training hard. It has to be painful. You want to feel a little bit of anxiety before you do a set, like, oh fuck, this is gonna suck so much, my biceps are gonna kill, I remember. And at least one set of the exercise you're doing should be to failure. At least one. You should aim. For beginners, it is. Now I'm gonna show you how to work your back, which is, I mean, I'm not the best at flexing, but this is your back here. Here. Now the best back exercise, especially if you don't have any equipment, is the pull-up. A pull-up is like the best back exercise ever. But if you have dumbbells and you want to do another back exercise, this one I'm about to show you is called the row, or the dumbbell row. And basically, you're gonna need a bench, like I have here on my piano seat, and you basically want to just go like this with the dumbbell, like that, and you want to focus on feeling the stretch in your lat, not your lat. No, this is your lat. Yes, your lat. Like that, like that, like that. So when I get the dumbbell, will look something like this. Like that. Like that. Like that. However, I personally don't really like that exercise. I never really do it because you have to do it twice. I don't like exercises where you have to do one side first and then the next side. But I guess, no, and there's just a lot of other back exercises I prefer, because at the gym I go to, there's a lot of machines. But that's about it, really. The key exercises you want to do to grow your upper body are push-ups, pull-ups, curls, skull crushes, you know what? Chest press is extremely important. Dumbbell chest press is one of the most important exercises you can possibly do for the chest. And it's very simple. It's just like this. You want to make sure you're not flaring your elbows out. Do not do this. You see the difference between doing this versus this? Do you see the difference? This, what you want to do, this do not do. Because you're going to inch your shoulders. Basically, you want your whole arm to be at a 45-degree angle. Going down like this, up like this. Not a 90-degree angle, I guess, whatever this is. And going out like this. Do not do this. Same with push-ups. You don't really want to do that with push-ups, but it's much more dangerous with dumbbells or barbells. 45-degree angle, like that. Not this. And dumbbell flies for the chest as well. Basically, you just go like this. You see? Now this one is a little tough for beginners. But if you only have dumbbells at home and you want to train your chest, then the 3 exercises I would do are push-ups, dumbbell press, and dumbbell flies. You can get a fat chest doing those exercises. But that's about it for this training session. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you learned something. Let me know if you liked it or not. Have a good night. Happy training.